So we are Heartland Hardwoods Incorporated. We're a fourth generation company, Ryan being the fourth generation. My father and his father were in business under a company called Willenborg Lumber Company. My brother Craig and I started this company in 1992. So we are celebrating our 30th year in business this year. My grandfather started sawmilling probably in the 1940s. And what sawmilling was in central Illinois back then was just cutting house packages, barn packages for farmers and the residents of this community. You know, their work that they did with the sawmill did not extend into lumber for cabinets, etc. My dad, when he came into the business after the Korean War, he knew that there was a reason to take it into the next level. So he got involved with the NHLA, the National Hardwood Lumber Association. And he went through a short course and learned a little bit about lumber grading, and basically that put him into where the industry is now, providing lumber into the cabinet and furniture industry. You know, this year, in the last 2 years, we've cut a lot of white oak, we've cut a lot of walnut. We concentrate mostly on those two species. We also work with the soft maple and hard maple, and we're forced to cut a certain amount of red oak and ash just because it's so dominant in this area. In the year 2000, we installed a small kiln for drying lumber for our mill room. I had opened up a small mill room for architectural millwork in this local area, cutting moldings for residential and commercial purposes. So we were just trying to get that lumber from our sawmill into our mill room, kiln dried, without having somebody do it away from our site. And from there, we added another small kiln in the year 2014.
2017, we jumped off the deep end and got two big Niles, or at least for us, they were big. I mean, we were operating two 12,000 foot kilns, and here we've put in two 40s, and it really felt like a big step for us. So we were mentored by Jeremy Howard at Nyle. We went to a little bit of a kiln course, or operating course, due to his recommendation. He helped us size the kilns for our operation and for the species that we dry the most of. He was absolutely great to work with. He's helped me operate the things properly throughout the whole procedure, and been nothing but good words can be said about him. So really appreciate him, and it's gotten us to a whole new level. Drying lumber is important for us, we feel.
The drying operation has actually given us the ability to specialize more in the kiln dried lumber business, where we are able to sell larger volumes of lumber. So we put in a new mill in the year 2021, and it's a very efficient mill, operates with very few people. Our kiln operation is fairly efficient. You know, we've kept efficiency at the top all the way through our process, and it has actually taken us from a 20-person company down to a 12-person company. Before we put the Nyle kilns in, we always struggled, you know, to meet our mark, and like I say, where we're going to be at 5 years from that struggle point, you know, we're going to triple our sales.
So yeah, I mean, our year over year, like I say, since the Nyle kilns has been pretty outstanding for us. But work is just part of us. This place is part of us.